The Dream 100 is a process for finding and infiltrating the online congregations of a specific target market. Wow. Try to confuse somebody, huh? It was created by Chet Holmes and popularized by Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels. Dream 100 is a person or a community that has an audience that you want to market to, right? Affiliate marketing, okay? What's up, everybody? Eric here. Welcome to the YouTube channel. The channel that we talk about leads, lead gen arbitrage, affiliate marketing, media arbitrage, anything that has to do with performance marketing, where we focus on getting results, where we measure what we do to determine if it's successful or not. By doing so, you really don't have to sell, right? You go and you focus on working with somebody and their goal is to get new customers. Well, if you're able to help them do that, you can make them more money. You can increase their market cap. You will get paid. You are very, very valuable to them, right? Because companies want to grow. They're looking to hire people all the time to grow their business, to get new customers, right? And you, as a performance marketer, can do that. The beautiful thing about it is you don't answer to anybody. You get to do that with as many companies as you want, whenever you want. And you leverage the internet to do so. So today, I have a special treat for you all. And today we are going to talk about affiliate marketing. Good to have you. I am going to explain affiliate marketing and the power of affiliate marketing, which some people refer to as the Dream 100. Russell refers to the Dream 100 all the time. We just heard from talking to one of the partners at ClickFunnels that the way they built their business was all around the Dream 100, which is affiliate marketing. This is the way you guys can get started. Everybody asking me, how do I get started? How do I get started? How do I get started? What do I do? I want to be involved in lead gen. Get started. You could do it with affiliate marketing. Simple, right? Performance marketers are engaged in affiliate marketing. Performance marketers are engaged in lead generation. Okay. So I'm going to go through it and just kind of give you guys an idea of how you do it, why it's so powerful, and the benefits, and then how you can start to create cash flow with it. So stick around, and we are going to dive into how you can generate a few $1,000s a day with affiliate marketing. How you can build your business with affiliate marketing. Scale the out of it. I want to talk about the Dream 100. I want to talk about what affiliate marketing is. I want to talk about how someone can get started in the business using affiliate marketing, using the Dream 100. I also want to define. So I have a lot of people that will come to me. A lot of it seems to stem from they're watching my YouTube videos. And then after my YouTube videos, what happens is I'll get a text message in my community. That seems to be the trend. And hey, watching your YouTube videos, thank you so much. Like really good feedback. Like the value's there. Thank you. You've helped me a lot. I really love what you're doing. I'd love to learn more. Do you have a mentorship program? Do you have a coaching program? Do you have any other challenges? They're like, I'm getting a lot of those questions, which is cool and encouraging to me. Right. And making me want to do more and more of that. The more I see that, the more people want that. I mean, people are asking me for masterminds. They want me to be creating a mastermind of like higher level people in the lead gen ARP space who are doing it, and they're doing like 200,000-300,000 a month, and they want to scale it to $1 million or to $2 million a month, and they want to sit in a room with other lead gen ARP guys that are doing that, so that they can talk to each other, work with each other, and take that to the next level. And I'm open to all of that. It's just one of the things that I think the hardest thing to do with doing any of that is building the culture by getting the right people in. And what's scary is I haven't done it yet. So like, one bad apple could kill it, could hurt the whole thing. And like I love how Russell does it. So I got to think through that a little bit. You know, on one side, you want to take as many people as possible because you want to make money. But on the other side, let's be careful. So to just start a mastermind, I almost feel like they need to be doing something with me beforehand and need to like have some idea of who they are, right? So like I still need, I think I need something for them to work with me before I, at least for the core part of that mastermind, to bring people in that I know are, you know, good people, so that it kind of spreads and it gets contagious, right? Other than bringing everybody in, we're all learning the culture at the same time. That's what I'm thinking. That's my strategy. But so one of the things that we were talking about was how they were scaling ClickFunnels, and it was with the Dream 100. But ultimately, here's what happened. When they started launching ClickFunnels, they went out and built their Dream 100. They went and got some cards and sent it to some of their Dream 100 people. And they didn't spend any money. They weren't buying clicks. They weren't buying traffic the way some people go out and buy clicks on Facebook or go buy clicks on YouTube, right? They used their Dream 100, okay? Which is, to me, the exact same thing as affiliate marketing. You know, and actually, before I even get into that, I just want to say, like, when I call it a performance marketer, I'm a performance marketer, right? I think most people are performance marketers. Performance marketers can engage in affiliate marketing and they can engage in lead generation. Performance marketers are people that are driven on results, people that measure something, and they work on a performance basis. You know, if you own your business and you're engaging in affiliate marketing, you're going to make money if you perform. Lead generation, you're running traffic, you're not getting paid up front. And if you can get done what you've promised with your advertiser and generate leads, and they're good quality leads, and the business will scale and be a long, sustainable business, and you'll make money, right? People don't realize that you work for somebody, and if you don't work well, if you don't do well, they're not going to keep you. You still need to perform or you're off, right? I was explaining earlier, like it's like even if you're in high school and you're trying to play basketball, well, if you don't perform and you're on the team, you're not going to play. If you don't perform in tryouts, then you're not even going to make the team. Everything is really always falls back to results, and that's why performance marketing and me as a performance marketer is all about just delivering results, and affiliate marketing is one of them. Okay, so Dream 100 is something where the way Russell describes it is you go out and you find audiences, you find communities, you find people that have an audience, right? I have a podcast. There are people listening to that podcast. So that would be defined as an audience, right? A community. If you have a Facebook group and you have a couple 100,000 people in that Facebook group, you have an audience. If you are doing something on Instagram, on TikTok, any of the social channels, and you have a big following, right? That is a platform for you to promote something in front of those people, right? That's why you see some of these young kids who caught on to TikTok early and have millions and millions and millions of followers. And they go from this 16-year-old kid who's like dancing and doing to like now they have their own clothing brand, or they, are getting paid and they're drinking some energy drink. Like, oh, look at this, and they're making fun stuff. Well, what's happening is these advertisers are recognizing that, and they want to get in front of a certain type of audience that that person has. And what is powerful about it is they have an influence on those people. So they think, right? They have an authority with those people. If you're following somebody, you're likely trusting them. As crazy as it is, it's what is it? Social conformity. It's really cool. But so I was explaining what the Dream 100 was in TikTok, right? And that's just a platform of people that are conforming to some kid who's 13 years old, and they'll listen to a 13-year-old. 35 or 40-year-olds will listen to a 13-year-old because they're drinking an energy drink. I mean, that's what it's all about. The world we live in, and listen, it is what it is. We're all guilty of it in some capacity. But so interesting. Dream 100. The Dream 100 is a process for finding and infiltrating the online congregations of a specific target market. Wow. Try to confuse somebody, huh? It was created by Chet Holmes and popularized by Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels. Pretty cool, right? So, okay, finding and infiltrating the online congregations of a specific target market. I don't know why they have to make it so confusing. They're just, Dream 100 is a person or a community that has an audience that you want to market to, right? Affiliate marketing. Okay. Now, how do you describe affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing. What is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing involves referring a product or service by sharing it on a blog, social media platform, podcast, or website, is what they say, right? And they say an affiliate will earn a commission each time someone makes a purchase through the unique link associated with their recommendation. Okay. So they describe the Dream 100 very differently than they do affiliate marketing. If you look at it as the Dream 100 is described as a process to find your who, to find a congregation is what they call it, right? The reason why they say congregation, to confuse you guys, is ultimately it's explained as when you're out there on the internet and you're looking for traffic, the way you get traffic is you have to know who it is you're talking to first. When you know who you're talking to, then you figure out where they're hanging out on the internet, where they're congregating, so that you can get your messaging in front of them, right? So the idea is that if you can find an influencer that has people that are 16 to 21 on TikTok and you want to be in front of 16 to 21-year-olds, then you would then engage with that TikTok person, the person that has that audience, that platform, and try to do a deal with them, try to get them to drink your energy drink or do a co-brand white label clothing line with them, and they put their name on it, and then they continue to push it. And what happens there, and the reason why somebody would do that deal is because they are going to make money. That's it. They are monetizing their platform. They are monetizing their audience. It's the exact same thing of what anybody else on the internet's doing. If you're a marketer that has a list and you're trying to monetize that list, you send offers to it, affiliate offers to it. If you're a publisher, like a Facebook's a publisher. We talk about this. People ask, what's a publisher? A publisher is anybody that has an audience. A publisher is part of the Dream 100. A publisher is Facebook. They have people coming to a place where things are getting published. There's content. There's people putting unique content on their social media platform. And Facebook now, their job is to figure out how to make money with that, right? First, they have to make it a good user experience for all of us. We have to like being there. But at the end of the day, the only way they make money, the reason why it's free is because they have advertising on Facebook. They are a publisher. They are a powerful publisher. They are able to demand certain payments, right? That's why you can't call Facebook and say, hey guys, will you run my offer and promote it to your hundreds of millions of people? And I'll pay you on a cost per acquisition. I'll pay you on a rev share. I'll pay you every time somebody gets a sale. Doesn't happen, right? And the reason is because they don't have to, right? They're charging you on a CPM, which is an impression, or a click, because they have the power to do so. It works, it's powerful, and they have a tremendous audience, right? And that's the thing. It's like me starting a podcast. I'm creating a community, I'm creating an audience. And if people are listening and watching me, then I have the power to be able to introduce something to them, introduce somebody's offer to them. That's how, like a guy like Dean Graciosi, he's not coming on my podcast because he likes me. He's coming on my podcast because I have an audience. He's coming on my podcast so that you guys can be educated on what he's doing. And if he goes out and goes on enough podcasts and gets interviewed and runs all around the internet, talking to all these different influencers who have these different communities, they're going to get the word out. And what he does is he then creates the opportunity for us affiliates, right, in his Dream 100 to make money. And how does he do that? Well, he has a challenge and he gives me a specific link that my job is to get people to join his challenge. He'll pay me XYZ, whatever that deal is. In his scenario, he pays you not necessarily on the lead of the person that signs up when he runs his once a year campaign with Tony Robbins. He pays you on the sale on the back end, which is a much higher commission, which people are used to. I'm not used to that. I do it. I did it. I'm doing it for multiple reasons. I'm certainly in the business to make money, but I'm also in the business to be recognized on what my capabilities are. And if I'm able to drive a tremendous amount of volume of leads to a guy like Dean Graziosi, and now I'm on the top of his list, he's like, who's Eric Beer? Who is that? Interesting. There's something here, right? And then maybe he's willing to take a little bit more time to work with me to make something work on the back end that he today does not have, right? He's been in the space of influencers for years, right? But like from what I do, it's very different, right? With the way that I go out to the market and generate leads. And it's just a question of how to get me to want to promote his offer. And it's got to be worthwhile to me to do so, right? If I go and I'm generating leads, there's a lot of advertisers that I work with that generate leads, but then they have a whole backend that they work with, that they know how to work those leads, right? So I could generate a lead and it can go into a call center. Call center will dial on that person, and then they will qualify that person. If that person becomes qualified, then what they'll do is they'll send it over to another group of people who are standing by, the best closers on their team to sell the product. But they only speak to people that are qualified, right? That's a huge, huge business in the direct marketing world for many, many different products and services. And it's being done, and millions of dollars being made all over the internet. People generating the leads, people that are getting the leads. It's a killer business, right? If you don't know how to work those leads, there's going to be a hole in that model. If you're not set up to be able to work those leads the right way, then it's going to be a loser, right? So you really need to identify what the type of lead is that you're going to be getting. There's all kinds of different leads, right? We talk about like the temperature of a lead, cold, warm, and hot. And cold means they don't know who you are. They've never heard of you. They're waking up this morning, they have no idea who you are. Warm is they've heard of you. They're involved a little bit. Maybe they've shown up to some of your videos or clicked on an ad. They're there. They're like window watchers. They haven't bought anything from you or done anything with you, but they know who you are. They recognize your name. And warm leads are people that love you. Warm people have potentially bought a low ticket product from you. They've taken up their credit card, showed they were a buyer. They've been around for a long time. They know everything about you. They're the ones sitting there waiting, and they're the ones ready to pull the trigger. You just have to find the right place, the right time, the right offer to get them to take that action. And marketers are always trying to figure out what that messaging is. What do I need to do to get that person to say yes? How do I push them across the finish line, right? They're at the 1 yard line and you got to push them into the end zone. Those are the warm people, right? When you're dealing with your Dream 100, they're typically warm to the influencer, the publisher. And the concept, the strategy behind the Dream 100 strategy, an example for how ClickFunnels did it was this guy over here has a following of 250,000 people on Instagram. They have no idea who ClickFunnels is at the time. They don't know who Russell is. They don't know anything about him. However, they do know who that person is who has 250,000 followers. So the concept with the Dream 100 or affiliate marketing, okay, same thing, is you're looking for this publisher and you want to present to them an opportunity for them to monetize their following, okay? They've been building up this goodwill, trust, helping them. And what happens is this 250,000 people trust that influencer. Let's call him Joe, right? Joe the influencer. So when ClickFunnels comes and says, Joe, you have entrepreneurs, you have business owners who could use our product. Here's the reason why they could use our product. It's relevant to them, right? Like we were saying earlier, it has to be relevant. You build up all this trust over all this time. You can't just keep firing like all kinds of offers at them and try to make money and be obnoxious, right? Because then you're going to spoil your list. They're going to be like, stop, and they're going to leave. right? But to send them offers that are relevant, that's going to help them, it makes sense. You should be doing it. If you're not, you should be doing that, right? It helps you. They always say the list is your asset, right? The follow-up is where the money is, right? That's the concept, is monetizing your list. But you got to do it with some taste, right? Where people get it. We're all human beings. We get it. We get you're trying to make money. You can tell if you're like just throwing anything down my throat versus if you're bringing something that's relevant to me, that makes sense, right? Then even if I don't want to sign up for it, I find it interesting. I find it interesting, and for me, I look at it as, okay, how are they doing it? How are they positioning it to their audience to still be okay with promoting and trying to make money, but at the same time, keeping goodwill, keeping trust with their audience. There's a fine line there, right, on what you're doing. But so when ClickFunnels goes and does that, what they say to these guys is, hey, Joe, I will pay you if you can get somebody to sign up for ClickFunnels. And if they become a customer, I will pay you for the life of that customer month over month. Okay. Well, if it's the first person that's going there, and what I was told about with ClickFunnels was the first time they did it, it bombed. It didn't work. And that's like, holy cow. If you go to affiliates and they're going to promote your offer, and we're talking about like they're being selective on what they're sending, and it bombs. I mean, one, they just promoted something to their audience, and it's an ad. So, that's, a one-timer, how many times you have this, and then you don't make money. You're kind of like, man, that sucks, right? Like that's not an opportunity missed. If it bombs and then you're going back to them, it's likely some people may not run it again. They might, you may have, burnt a bridge. That could happen, right? And that's all like just relationships and speaking to people. I mean, listen, they get the business. Most people that are doing this understand that, and it's not always going to work. You're not always going to make money, right? But what you want to do, if you were going to engage in this, is you want to try to figure out how to make it work one time. If you can make it work one time, then it changes everything for you, right? I see people like, they make something work, it's amazing, and then they stop. And they don't understand that could be a $10 million business. The way to scale businesses is you don't have to continue to come up with different things. You find one thing that works, and then all you do is just repeat it, find more people exactly like that, and do the exact same thing. But the beautiful thing about that is that you have some data to support it, right? So now, Joe, what happened was they reworked the offer, they got some better messaging, they had some success. And at that point, now, when you go out and you have a conversation with somebody who has a platform, has an audience, how are you getting them to promote it? You have to make it worthwhile to them, right? Listen, if you have a relationship with somebody, that's awesome, right? And use that relationship to the best of your ability. But to have a business that's scalable and works, it doesn't matter if you have a relationship or not, right? Because it's all going to be based on results. We are result driven. We are performance marketers, right? It's results. So what happens is when you can go to somebody and say, hey, Joe, how you doing? I see you have 250,000 entrepreneurs on your list. Do you ever show them other offers, like third-party offers, right? That's how they were describing affiliate marketing, was you taking a third-party offer with your unique link and promoting it to your audience, and you earn commissions on it, right? So in this scenario, in this Dream 100 concept, right, is ClickFunnels is going to Joe and saying, Joe, here's the offer. Do you do it? Yes, I do. Great. I have some data to back it up with Larry over here, who has a very similar audience that you have. And what they've done is, here, they've sent it out. They posted some information to join a webinar. We got on a webinar. We spoke to them, and we ended up converting 100 people into paying customers. And that results into me now paying that other influencer $10,000 a month recurring. The value per click is XYZ. The value per impression is XYZ. The value on a revenue per thousand is XYZ, right? Something compelling that they can look at the data and project, right? Okay, well, if that person did a $10 RPM, revenue per thousand, which means they make $10 every 1,000 people that see the offer, they can take that $10 and project, if I were to send it to my million people at a $10 RPM, what would that cost? What would that be to me? Revenue per thousand, $10 CPM, 1 million, it's 10 grand, right? Now, that's great. There's a lot more that goes into it on how they're going to engage. But bottom line is, they show it to 1 million. He could also show the click rate when they sent that, when they sent out their ad to the audience of signing up for a webinar was 10% click rate, right? And on that 10% click rate, another 50% signed up to come to the webinar. Okay, great. Then on that 50% of people that signed up to go to the webinar, 30% showed up. And of those 30% that showed up to the webinar, they closed 50% of those people. And now that's going to result in a commission for that influencer. That sounds all confusing, right? Oh my God, it's like the impression to the click to now the driving them to sign up for the webinar, then getting them to the webinar, and then talking to them through this webinar to get them. You're not doing any of that. If you're an influencer, if you're somebody that is going to be promoting to your audience, you don't do any of that. All you do is you just promote their offer. That's it. And then your partner, in this case, ClickFunnels, is the one that's trying to close that sale. Right? Essentially, I joke, like, you can start to make, ClickFunnels team work for you because they're trying to get a customer. And all they're asking is, please put me in front of your audience and we'll be able to monetize that list for you. Right? So you don't have to have that list. You don't have to have that business. Now, and what happens is they start making commissions, and that's it, right? Now, some of you may be like, well, man, I don't have 1 million followers. I don't have 250,000 followers, or I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to do that. Like, that's not my thing. I get it. You don't have to. You do not have to. And here's the thing. You can be involved in affiliate marketing without having to be the person that has the audience. Like, that's really important. And people ask me all the time, how do I get started? How do I create this business, right? How do I start a lead generation business? I always tell people, if you're going to try to start a business, the number one most important thing to do is to try to create some cash flow. Try to create some cash flow, however you can do it. Okay? That is a powerful thing.